Hello friends, welcome back. In this episode, we're talking about how to set goals your first year in business. So if you are brand new to business and to coaching and you're starting this year thinking, okay, I want to set some goals for myself to push myself to grow my business and really create some momentum, but I don't even know where to start, this video is going to help you do just that. I'm Tanya Reinier. I'm a business coach for coaches, and I know what it's like to be in that first year of creating those numbers for yourself and going, but I don't even know what's realistic. I don't have any previous experience to go off of. You know, I might want to make X amount of dollars or create X amount of social media awareness or work with X amount of clients, but how do I do that? And when you sit down and start writing those numbers, you're like, okay, but what's the plan here, right? So it can be very overwhelming and intimidating. And I want to help you work through that intimidation factor by helping you switch your focus a little bit. If you are here watching me live, please let me know, type hello in the comments, then let me know you're here live. If you're watching the replay, type replay. I want to get to know you and have a conversation with you to help you do this. And if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure you ask, because I am here to help you rock it this year. The best way to start doing this and to set goals, okay, is to use numbers. So there's a way to do it if you're new, and there's a way to do it if you've been in business for a while. Now, if you've been in business for a while, it's proper, it's effective to go back and look at your history. What has worked for you in the past? What were your numbers last year? And base this year's goals on last year's numbers, where you can set realistic goals based on those numbers. And then you can define for yourself some stretch goals that are going to push you out of your comfort zone. And you can set for yourself some reach goals that are going to give you some focus in the future and give you something to really reach for. One of those big, audacious, hairy, scary goals. But what if you're new and you don't have those numbers yet? Well, you can still do this, but we're going to switch the focus and we're going to do it a little bit differently. Instead of setting numbers based on what you've already accomplished in the evidence of the past, you're going to set numbers based on growth. And you're going to focus on growth rather than results. So when I say growth, I mean, I want you to really get honest with yourself and identify the things right now that are causing you to feel insecure or afraid or uncertain, or the things that you don't know. So what you're going to do is you're going to identify those insecurities. What are you feeling insecure about right now? And the growth and the focus is going to be to change that insecurity to confidence and strength. You know, change that fear to courage, change that uncertainty to certainty. Figure out the things in your business where you don't know how to do them yet, the areas where you may be lacking skill or knowledge, and focus on learning that skill this year. And you can still measure all of these things with numbers. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how freaked out are you about doing this thing? How confident do you feel about doing this thing, right? So you can start right now by defining some of your goals and then creating a scale for yourself. Where are you right now? And then look at this throughout the year, track your progress, and continue to ask yourself the same question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do I feel now? Is my confidence growing? Am I getting more courageous? Am I learning? Do I know more than I did a couple of months ago? And are you overcoming those fears and insecurities that you know you need to overcome to move your business forward? And these are ways to measure growth and progress in your first year of business. And by doing that, you are going to do a couple of things, right? It's going to help you to have the confidence to challenge yourself and push out of your comfort zone so that you can really start going like, I'm afraid to maybe do a live video, so I'm going to challenge myself to do that at least once a week. Or I have no idea how to write a social media caption. They freak me out. So I'm going to challenge myself to write at least 3 a week. And the more you do them, the more comfortable and confident you're going to get, and the easier it's going to be. And you're going to get to the end of the year and go, I'm a boss at these things now. I can't believe I was afraid of that a year ago. Are you kidding me? And this is how you grow. But it's important to measure that progress by keeping an eye on not only what you're doing, but how you're feeling about it, so that you can look at that growth throughout the year. And it's going to do a couple of things, right? So as you see that growth throughout the year and you reflect, it's going to build your confidence. It's going to also give you a baseline for next year. So when you sit down and do this goal setting again, you will have numbers to go off of last year. You will know, okay, this is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I need to do to push myself a little bit. This is what worked and this is what didn't. So the third thing is it's going to give you an idea of what works so that you can do more of that. And you will have tangible numbers at that point. So if social media is your focus this year and you have no following whatsoever, by challenging yourself to do those things, next year you're going to be able to look back and go, okay, I went live once a week and this was the way that my audience grew, and you'll have numbers from each month. Or if, it's getting yourself on sales calls. And that's the thing that you want to challenge yourself to do this year and measure your confidence over time in that area. You will be able to look back the year and go, oh, I did sales calls. This is how many I did. And it got easier and more comfortable and I'm feeling more confident. And it's going to make goal setting next year that much easier. If it's your first year in business, you may not know all of the steps that it's going to take to be successful, because as an entrepreneur, there are a lot of pieces to the puzzle, a lot of things to figure out, and it's not your job to figure it all out today or this month or even this year. You've got the rest of your life to run your business. So all of the things will come in time. What is the one thing you want to focus on now? And where do you want to put that energy into growing yourself, building that confidence, and pushing yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone so you can grow your business this year? I would love to know what you're going to be working on. And if you have any questions or blocks, do you have any blocks around goal setting? Anything around setting goals for yourself for this year that's unclear? Let me know. Leave me a comment. It's totally cool to ask questions. I mean, those who ask the questions get the answers and are able to grow. It's so easier to learn from somebody else and to take advice than it is to fall on your face a million times and figure it out on your own. I know I'm the queen of doing that. I have a hard time asking. So I feel like I have to tell you, go ahead and ask a question. Don't be afraid to ask. If you don't want to ask publicly, please private message me or DM me. I'm here to help you grow your business this year, and I will do anything in my power to help you rock it. That's what I'm here for. I just created a playbook for you, and I want you to go download that. You can get it at TanyaRainier.com/playbook. It is like the entire guide on how to build your coaching business. Everything you need to focus on, especially in your first year. It gives you a 90-day breakdown so that you know how to get into action mode in the next 90 days so that you absolutely can make this your most successful year ever. So again, you can get that at TanyaRainier.com/playbook. And if you have any questions on that, let me know too. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know if it was in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, I'm happy to do them. And until next time, have an amazing, abundant week. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.